Good afternoon, dear students. In today's session, we will start with the parallel combination of resistors. In the last class, we learned about the resistors, the color coding of the resistors, the color coding of carbon resistors, and the combination of resistors. And we derived the expression for the equivalent resistors when the resistors are in series combination. Now, in today's class, we are going to derive the expression for the equivalent resistance when the resistors are connected in parallel combination. So let us begin with the parallel combination of the resistors. We have done this parallel and series combination in capacitors as well, right? The same thing is applied, same principle is applied here in parallel combinations of resistor. It's the same thing. Okay. In parallel combination, the resistors are connected between the 2 points. In series, they are connected end to end. See, if this is a series resistor, one resistor, to this end, one more resistor is connected. So this is a series combination. Whereas in parallel combination, if you consider one resistor, okay, and this is a point, the end points of one resistor, and this is one more resistor, okay, it is connected between the two common points, okay, it is connected between the two common points, say like this. So it is connected here and between the two common points. So it is connected over here. So this is how we connect the resistors in parallel combination. Okay, in series combination, the current was same. The current was same in both the resistors, whereas the potential difference across the resistor was different. Here we considered V1 and V2, and the current was same, I. But in case of parallel resistor, the current gets divided. The current is not the same in both the resistors. It is I1 and I2, whereas the potential difference, okay, the potential difference is the same, that is V, okay, the potential difference is the same. So now let us derive the expression for equivalent resistor of a resistor when it is connected in parallel combination. So now let us consider two resistors R1 and R2. Okay, let us consider two resistors R1 and R2 which are connected in parallel combination. So this is the resistor R1 and this is the resistor R2. Now it is connected in a parallel combination. Therefore, it should be connected between the common points of both the resistors. Okay, let this point be A and this point be B. Okay, so now let us provide a potential difference across the circuit, across the resistor. For that, we have to connect the resistors to a battery. So this is very important. You are going to do the same thing in your practical as well. The same experiment, the same diagram, the same principle, everything is there, but you are going to use this in practical. Instead of this resistor in diagram, you are going to connect the resistance box or the carbon resistors, and you will connect the battery and you see the result in your practicals. Okay. So please understand this it's very easy, but understand it. Okay, very easy. So now let us provide the potential difference across the resistor. The potential difference be V. Okay, let the potential difference be V. When the current starts from this positive end, okay, the current starts to flow from this positive end, it reaches the point A. So this is the current, okay, it is moving in this direction and it comes back to the negative end. But when the current reaches the point A, okay, when the current reaches point A, that is I, when it reaches point A, it gets divided into two parts, okay, two parts. So one will be I1 and the other will be I2. So the current passing through the resistor R1 will be I1 and the current passing through the resistor R2 will be I2. And when these two current pass both the resistor and reach the point B, and they reach the point B, they both become one again. And they come back to the negative end of the battery as I. Understood? Very simple concept. You are providing the current, that is I. Here when it reaches the point A, the current gets divided into two parts. That is one for R1 and one for R2. And the current will be named as I1 and I2. Okay. When they reach the point B, when they reach point B, again it becomes 1, that is I, and it reaches the negative end of the battery. So this is the simple arrangement of the parallel combination of the resistor. Okay, now what will be the total current? What will be the total current? The total current can be written as I is equal to, this is for the reference purpose, this expression is for the reference purpose. I, the total current I will be nothing but I1 plus I2. Okay, this is for the reference purpose. And the potential difference is same. I said the potential difference is same. Whereas in series, the current is same. There are two potential difference, that is I1 and I2. You may get this in the question to write when you are asked to write the difference between the series and parallel combination of resistors. Okay, now let us find the potential difference across the resistor 1 and resistor 2. Okay, according to Ohm's law. Now let us introduce Ohm's law here. According to Ohm's law, we have V is equal to IR, very important relation. That is V is equal to IR. Now what will be I with this relation? Nothing, I just bring the R over here. So it will be V by R. Okay, so for resistor R1, what will be I? I will be I1. See, for resistor it is I1. I1 will be, V is common by R1. Similarly, for second resistor, I2 will be V by R2. V by R2. If I substitute this I1 and I2 in this equation, what I will get, this, let me call this as equation 1. If I substitute the value of I and I1 and I2 in this equation 1, what will I get? I is equal to, yes, I is equal to V by R1 plus V by R2. V is common, I'll take it out, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Okay, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So this is I. Let me call this as equation 2. Now what I will do, I will replace these two resistors, that is this R1 and R2 with the equivalent, single equivalent resistor RP. What I will do, I will replace that resistor with a single resistor RP. So then for the current for this RP will be I is equal to V by RP. The current is same, it is I, V by RP. So let me call this as equation 3. Now see, equation 2 and equation 3 are almost same. I is equal to this and I is equal to this. So if from equation 2 and 3, I can write V by RP is equal to V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So what happens? V get cancelled. So I have 1 by RP is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So this is the expression for the equivalent resistance when the resistors are connected in series. So this is the general equation when the resistors are connected in series. So if I have n number of resistors, let me consider the special cases. Understood? This derivation is very simple. You have done the same thing in case of capacitors as well, and the same thing you're doing in the resistors. So you may get any of the questions. Either they may ask you for the capacitors. If they ask series combination in capacitors, they may ask parallel combination in resistors. Okay, these four derivations are totally same. Just write down all the four derivation in a book. In one page you write. Okay, in one page you write for capacitor series and in combination. Next page you write parallel series combination of resistor. In another page you write the parallel combination of capacitor. Turn the page and write the parallel combination of resistor, so that you can compare both the derivations. They are the same. The principle is same. Now let us consider the special cases. If there are n number of resistors, so what will be the expression if there are n number of resistors? That is nothing but, it is nothing but 1 by RP. RP is resistor in parallel combination. 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, so on up to 1 by Rn. Okay, so this is the first case. If I have n number of same resistors, if I have n same resistors, n number of same resistors R, then I can write 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by Rp is equal to n into 1 by R, n number of R no, n into 1 by R. So that can be written as n by R. So this is the second case. This is the second case. And the most important, this I have told in the capacitors also, and the same is applicable in resistors as well. If you consider only two resistors, remember, if you consider only two resistors, R1 and R2, this is not applicable for more than two resistors. If you consider only two resistors, R1 and R2, then you can write it as, Rp is equal to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. How did I arrive at this expression? Very simple mathematics, that is LCM. Solve this. Consider only this expression. 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus R2. Do the cross multiplication, take the LCM, and you will arrive at this expression. So this is the third case. And the fourth case is the equivalent resistance. The equivalent resistance will be lower than the lowest value in the combination. In series, it is the highest, whereas in parallel, it is the lowest. For example, if I take R1 as 1000 ohms, okay, and R2 as 1 ohm, R2 as 1 ohm. So according to the formula, what do I have? 1 by Rp is equal to what? 1 by R1, that is 1000, plus 1 by R2, that is 1. 1 by 1 is 1. So if I take the LCM, what will I get? 1 plus 1000 divided by 1000. Very simple mathematics it is. Okay, you should be knowing all these things. See, cross multiplication and you're taking the LCM. It's very simple. So what you will have? 1001 divided by 1000. That is 1 by Rp. If I want the reciprocal, if I want to take it, and what I'll do? Rp, if I just want Rp, it will be 1000 by 1001. So which is lesser than 1? Quite obvious, it is lesser than 1. So the equivalent resistance is lesser than the lowest of the resistor. The lowest resistor here is the R2, that is 1. But Rp is lesser than that, whereas in series, it is higher than that. So this is the main difference. So how can this parallel combination of resistor can be defined? For parallel combination of resistor, the equivalent resistance is equal to the sum of the reciprocal of equivalent resistance is equal to the sum of the reciprocal of the resistors. I'll repeat it again. For the parallel combination of resistors, the reciprocal of the equivalent resistance is equal to the sum of the reciprocal of the resistor. So this is all about the parallel combination of the resistors.